Hello, um, welcome everybody. Welcome to Nature Tots. My name is Abby, and welcome back if you've been before, and if you haven't, welcome. This is Nature Tots. So what we normally do is people write their names, and if you want, you can share what your favourite animal is, and then we say hellos, and then we'll have a look for some bugs. We'll read a story. I'll show you a craft activity you could do. Most importantly, we sing our forest. And sorry, just something popped up on my computer that I need to turn down. So, my name's Abby. I really, really love slugs and snails. And this snail is looking a little bit worse for wear now. This is a snail that we made last week. And this is the snail and the snail and the whale. So we made him as our craft activity. He did have lots of leaves stuck on him, but you've been on a bit of an adventure this week, haven't you? We went to the park yesterday and he went on a whale's tail. Now, if it works, I can show you on the whale's tail. But it's not. Maybe it will load up shortly. It's not having it right now. So whilst we're waiting for people to say who they are, I'm going to say a big hello to the people who are asleep at the moment because they're in Australia and it's night time for them and they've already had their Monday. So I want to say a big hello to Edward and Thomas. Big hello to Lath and Zane, and a big hello to Matthew and Lucy. And Matthew and Lucy, your auntie Jo has been showing me lots of good things from Centre for Wildlife Gardening. She's back there and she's been very busy and she's shown me lots of exciting nature. That's brilliant. Good morning to Tamsin. Hello. Malachi says his favourite animal is a vampire bat. Joshua is an alligator, and Njinga is a dragon. Wow, that is a good collection of animals. Brilliant. Hello to all of you, and hello to Idrissa and Aminata as well. I wonder what their favourite animals are. So we will start with some bug hunting. I'm a bit shorter on space day because I've made a little makeshift table here, but it might actually help us when we're doing some of the activities. So here is our tree stump, and we're going to have a look under this to see what animals we can find. So if you want to give me a hand with this, please do, because it's very heavy. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Wow, busy under the log today. You're all hanging out together and having fun, aren't you? Should we see what we've got? What do we recognise under here? We've got the woodlouse. Look at this lovely snail that we've got. Beautiful snail. What a brilliant collection of worms we have. We've got this teeny tiny worm. We've got this long straight worm. We've got this smaller wiggly worm. We've got a worm that's all tightly coiled up. Look at them all hanging out together. A good collection of worms. We've got a spider over here. Oh, can you see what this one is? It's got 2 pairs of legs per body segment, so it's a millipede. Did you spot him? Up there is the one that looks a bit similar. It's the centipede. Well, you are very speedy, aren't you? And oh, we've got a little leaf here. There is somebody under there. We have got a little tiny ant hiding under the leaf. Hello, ants. And Who else? Oh, I nearly missed him. Don't know how. Look at that beautiful leopard slug. Where are you off to? Oh, under the leaf. Well, this is strange. Looks like what could possibly be another slug. With the slug eyes there. But the back of it is a different colour. Should we have a look? See what's going on? There's a slug. It's not just one slug. Look at that. There's an orange slug, a brown slug, and a black slug, all hanging out under the leaf together. That is lovely. Oh, are you going over there to join them, little leopard slug? Is that where you're going? Heading over to see the other slugs and see what they're doing. Oh, look at them all. You're all different colours and you're all very, very beautiful. And they're all very happy, smiling a lot. Well, that's lovely. You go over there, little leopard slug, and see what's happening. I'm going to put the leaf back on so they're nice and safe. Whew. Right, ready to put the lid back down? Oof. There we go. Right, so there was under that log, there was a lot of slugs, wasn't there? There was a lot of worms. Who really likes to eat worms? I don't. I don't think they'd be very tasty for me. But all these birds along here, lots and lots of birds love to eat worms. They think they're very tasty. And what else do we know about birds? Where do they live? They usually make a nest, don't they? So they can safely lay their eggs and when their eggs hatch, keep their babies safe and warm. Now I've got two nests to show you here. So this is one nest. We see it. It's very soft, very small, and it's beautiful. It's so well made. You see that? So moss. It's made up of dried grass. It's made up of bits of fluff. And there's some really soft stuff inside. And a little bird, probably a wren, has made this one. A very small bird. So they don't need a big nest. And it's beautiful. And they've done a very, very good job with that. So this nest was found when it was an old nest. So all of the birds have flown away. All of the little eggs have hatched. They've grown up. They've flown away. So nobody's living in it anymore. So it's important not to disturb the nest when there's still birds hanging around in there. So before I carry on, we've got some other people that have joined. So Andrew's there. Hi, Andrew. And his favourite animal is a very large bird called a red kite. That sounds good. And Deirdre's here from Bingley. Hi, Deirdre. And she loves a leopard. Fantastic. I hope you like that leopard slug as well. And Geraldine's here. And Geraldine always loves an elephant. Fantastic. And good morning to Zane. Good morning. And you like a crocodile and a lion, a cheetah. And so he just is a unicorn and tiger and butterfly. Imagine all of those together. That would be brilliant to see, wouldn't it? That's some fantastic animals there. So hello to you all. Right, I'm going to show you another nest now. This one. A bit different. This one's a lot bigger, isn't it? Rinko's very interested in this one now. He's just coming over to have a look. This one. So this one has got a lot more, it's got more leaves in. And I don't know if you can see on here, all the sides have been made with mud, and there's lots of dry grass still, and there's more twigs sort of woven between. There's even, this bird has found some bits of plastic, and they've even woven the plastic in there. So the birds will have made these nests. Birds will have made the nests just with their beaks. They don't have hands to make things with. That makes it even more amazing. Now, talking of amazing nests and talking of very comfy nests as well, I want to show you this other nest. Fingers crossed. Beautiful. This is a nest that Joshua found. Oh, I see this on here. Oh, it's gone again. Sorry, technology is going against me. Do check these nests out whilst I'm waiting for this to load up again. Sorry, it was here. Oh, it's back again. And it's really beautiful. Can we see that? So Joshua found this nest, and this nest is very different again. Different materials being used. There's an awful lot more moss on here, and it does look very comfy. There's a lot of some feathers being used as well, and some grass, and it looks very lovely. And I'd say it's probably between this size and this size. So nests come in all different sizes as well. And it's not just birds that make nests, but it's those ones that we're focusing on today, having a look at today. So our story, it's a little book. I lose it quite easily. Nearly sat on it. So our story is this one of my favourites from when I was younger. It's called Are You My Mother? And I don't know if you can see on there, but there's a little bird sat on a dog's head. And we're going to have a read about, it's all about this little bird. I realised I didn't pull the blind down, so I'm hoping you'll still be able to see it. So, a mother bird sat on her egg, and the egg jumped. You see her sat there. Oh, I must get something for my baby bird to eat, she said. So away she went. There she is flying off, leaving the egg in the nest high up in the tree. That little bird that could sit on there. There we go. Inside the nest, the egg jumped. It jumped and jumped and jumped until out came the baby bird. Where is my mother? He said. He did not see her anywhere. I will go and look for her, he said. Out of the nest he went, down, down, down. Plop. It's a long way down, that little bird to fall. Baby bird could not fly. He could walk. Now I will go and find my mother, he said. So off he went. he came across a kitten. He said to the kitten, "Are you my mother?" But the kitten just looked and it didn't say a thing. So then he found a hen. "Are you my mother?" the baby bird asked the hen. "No," said the hen. So then found the dog. "Are you my mother?" the baby bird asked the dog. "I am not your mother. I am a dog," said the dog. Then he found a cow. "Are you my mother?" the baby bird asked the cow. "How could I be your mother? I am a cow," said the cow. The baby bird stopped and had to think. The kitten and the hen were not his mother, and the dog and the cow were not his mother. "I have a mother," said the baby bird. "I know I do. I will find her. I will. There he goes. He's off, going to have a look. So it's quite a shiny book, and you have to get the light right so you can see the picture. Just then, the baby bird saw a big thing. "You are my mother," he said. Did it look like his mother? The big thing said, "What?" "Oh no," said the baby bird. "You are not my mother. You are a snort, a scary snort." The snort had lifted the baby bird up, up, and up. No. Then something happened. The snort put the baby bird right back in the tree, into his nest. The baby bird was home. Ah, what a good snort! Just then, the mother bird came back. "I know who you are," said the baby bird. "You are not a kitten, or a hen, or a dog. You are not a cow, or a snort. You are a bird, and you are my mother." And there they are, curled up, having a lovely cuddle together. Oh, I love that one. I've always loved that one of my favourites. So our craft activity, and I can just see that Emily and Edie is here. Hi, Edie. And you saw a whale shark on TV this morning and thought of me. Thank you. Whale shark with his big mouth. Oh, and that's one of your favourite stories. Fantastic. And Tamsin said, "Did I manage to identify it?" So you found one that was similar, because it was Tamsin and Joshua that found the nest that I showed you on the picture. I haven't, sorry, Tamsin, but I'm going to ask my colleague Sam. And Sam has done a fantastic video all about nests for the Wildlife Trust Wildlife Watch channel this week, and it'll be coming out on Wednesday. So I'm going to send him the picture, and I think maybe he'll be able to identify it for me. So hopefully next week I'll have an answer, or I'll send you an email when I do. It's very beautiful, different to these because of the amount of moss that was used as well. So you're having a nice time sat on there, aren't you? I have got some other birds. I'm not sure if don't think the flamingo would go on that one, would you? No. I haven't got a bird small enough to go on this one, go on this little wren's nest. So I'm going to put these to the side. And our activity is today is to see if we can make our own nest. Now, I have got a lot of bits and bobs here. I'm not sure how well. I'm bending these because it'd be good to have if I'm going to make it. Or I'm snapping them. It'd be good to have some bendy twigs, so I can maybe do a circle to begin with. I've got all sorts of things anyway. Loads of twigs, loads of leaves, all sorts of bits and bobs. The leaves I got, I found them on the ground yesterday, and I chose the green ones because they were softer. They've started to go crunchy already, but the older the leaves, the more like that, and they're not quite as flexible. No, that one's still is quite right. Let's see what we could do here now. Quite often I do a bit of a, here's one I made earlier. I haven't today. So, sorry, that's the doorbell. The dog's going to bark until I just go and answer it. Let me leave you with the, sorry, this is not good YouTubing, especially because I'm stuck behind here. Just leave you with that. 1 second. Oh, sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that. So that's what I was going to do. Making a nest. So I'm going to move you back on there. Right. I have got, I'm not going to use just my mouth like the birds would. I'm going to use a few more bits. I haven't put my microphone back on. Oh, let's try again. Oh, there we go. Right. I'm going to start off by making like a circle shape and sticking together. If this starts to take a long time, what I might do is finish it off. It's not going well, is it? Finish it off camera and show you it next week. It's the pressure. I can't. The other thing you can do, if like me, you can't handle the pressure of making a nest from scratch. Look, I've got the start of it. What I really want, I tried to find lots of thin twigs like that is perfect because they're more bendy and they wouldn't break quite as much. So I'm having it's a good shape, good for a triangle, all sorts of shapes there. What you could do is you could start to build it around some paper or card to help you and to maybe give it a bit more shape. So I could perhaps have a bit of a bowl and start it like that, and then start to stick the leaves and things on here to make the nest. So that would be another way. So there's my two different examples for you. Do it this way, put things on. Collected some nice soft bits because I thought they'd be good for going in inside when it was finished. So It's also good if you've got a dog, when you're brushing your dog, you could line it with dog fur. That's what the animals, that's what the birds use. They will use like fluff and fur from other animals to line their nests. So do have a look, see how you get on. Hopefully a lot better than me. I just don't think it's going to be the most exciting thing just to watch me snapping twigs. I would like to show you though this brilliant book that I've been snapping twigs on, which is, can you see that? Got my ankle right? The Lost Words. And it's beautiful. Robert Macfarlane and Jim Morris. And it's a really, really beautiful, beautiful book. And just show you some of the pictures. This is a very good one to open it to. Look at that. What amazing pictures here. Beautiful. Sparrows and a blackbird and a blackberry bush. Well, I think that was the best one to open it on for today. Oh, this is another good one. Birds. I hope you can get a sense of the lights catching on them there. How beautiful. So, seeing as the nest making didn't quite go to plan, I'm going to tell you what I've been up to this week, because it's still 30 days wild. We're midway through. It's the 15th today, halfway through June. And I'm going to read out some ideas for activities that you could do and tell you as well what I've been up to. So, since I last saw you, I've done some cloud watching, bug hunting, reading in nature, rain listening. I think it was on Thursday. Was it Thursday? And it was raining a lot. It's lovely just to sit there and listen to what sounds it's making, whether it's against the window or falling on the floor, and when the wind's going as well. That was really nice. Nest making, trying to make nests, walking in the park, caterpillar watching, and natural art rail trail making for my snail. So I'm going to show you, see if it's come through yet. I did have a video of my snail, of my caterpillar. So on Saturday, I was coming back from the park and I found, it's not loaded up, I found the most amazing caterpillar. So let me show you on my phone instead. Okay, here somewhere, right. Hope you can see this. Oh, Billy. No, it doesn't like this one at all. Right, okay, this is the best angle. Let's start again. Oh, now we've got the sound on. You see it? It's hard to, where the best position is to show you, but it was the most incredible caterpillar. Here's a, it's not doing it justice. No, I can't get the, the glare right to show you. Anyway, it was in the middle of the pavement, as you could see from that video. And so, well, I'm not sure what caterpillar it is, and I don't know what it eats, but I know it's not going to do very well on the pavement. And there wasn't any trees or plants or anything nearby, so I picked it up and I took it back with me and I put it in a box in the garden. and I started looking to see if I could find out what caterpillar. And I thought it's quite a big caterpillar. I was like, don't recognise it. Maybe it's a moth, because there's a lot more moths than there is butterflies in the UK. So I thought, oh, maybe it's one of these many moths. And I looked, and I still couldn't find out what it was. So I sent it to my friend who works on our Brilliant Butterfly project. And she was stumped and she wasn't sure. So then I asked some other colleagues, and then one of them identified it. And you know what? It won't turn into a butterfly. It won't turn into a moth. I've found it's going to be a Birch Saw Fly. Do you remember, was it last week or the week before, I showed you some caterpillars that Joshua had found? And again, I was like, I don't know what they are. And then I thought they might be sawflies. And somebody confirmed, yes, they are. And that one was another sawfly caterpillar, completely different one. And well, then on Saturday and Sunday, I had a great time just reading all about sawflies. So thank you very much again to Joshua for sending in that first picture of the sawfly. Because in this last month, I've learned so much more about sawflies. Before that, I didn't even know that they had caterpillars that looked very much like butterfly and moth caterpillars. And one of the differences is they're both insects, and when they're in the caterpillar stage, they've got their 6 proper legs, so 3 at one side, 3 at the other, near their front of their body, and then on the rest of the body, they've got these, they're called prolegs, they're like fake little stubby legs, and butterflies and moths will have 5 pairs of fake legs, and sawflies have got 7 pairs of fake legs. I think that's right. So now, because of my 2 caterpillar sawfly discoveries, whenever I find a caterpillar now, I'm always going to check the prolegs to see, is it a moth, a butterfly, or a sawfly? And I had a great time just reading about that, and it was really good to know what kind of caterpillar it was, because it's called a birch sawfly because they really like hanging out on birch and eating birch leaves. So knowing what it was, I could then put it on a birch leaf and it would be a lot happier and a lot safer than being in the middle of the pavement. So brilliant. There's a lot more I don't know about nature than what I do know about nature, and that is what I love about nature, because you can keep on learning every day. Now, the other picture I'm going to have to show you on my phone because, well, if I can, because the because that's it. Because the iPad won't pick it up. Now, again, we probably can't see it that well, but you might be able to just make out this is the whale's tail, and do you recognise who that is up on there? That is a snail. So look how big, because that's a big snail. Look how big. Oh, this glare isn't good. Look how whale's tail was. And I made that in the park with my friend, and it was lots of fun. So we did an outline with sticks, and then we filled it up with leaves to make the shape. And I really enjoyed doing that. And I kind of like to think that somebody else might have come along afterwards and saw it and think, oh, what's this? And maybe they realised it was a whale tail. Maybe if I'd left the snail on there, they might have realised it's from the snail and the whale. And yeah, so I really enjoyed doing that. So sometimes it's nice, like even if you do some art and it's not necessarily art that you take home with you, but you can leave it there for other people to find. But if you're doing natural art, just make sure you're just using the nature around, like the fallen leaves and twigs and things, and not putting anything into nature that shouldn't be there, like the plastic bags that the bird then ended up using in its nest. And it was good that it put it in its nest, but sometimes they'll eat it, or the parent birds will feed it to their young, not realizing it's not food. That's what we need to do. Find some other ideas of what we could do this week. Some ideas. So this first one, it says, pick up litter, sweep the area for rubbish and pop it in the bin. So that's a nice thing to do to help nature. If you are going to do that, then you need to make sure that the litter that you're picking up is safe and it's not anything sharp. And especially at the moment, making sure if you're wearing gloves or you're giving your hands a really, really good 20-second wash afterwards, or until you get home, putting antibacterial gel on. But that's a very nice one to do to help nature, because you'll be helping all of the plants and animals that use it, as well as other people that are going to be enjoying nature too. It's a good one. This one says, picnic with the birds. Prepare a bird feast with fruit, nuts and seeds. On the picture here, which you can't see because of the glare, I can't see very well, there's a bird that's sitting on a wine glass, and they look like, and another one sitting on a teacup, another one sitting on a plate. It looks like they're enjoying a feast of some nuts and seeds there. So that's a fantastic thing. If you've got a balcony or a garden, you could put that out in your garden, then you could sit quietly and just watch them. I like that idea. Oh, this one says, quiz your friends. Write a wildlife quiz to challenge friends. Or you could have a look for one online and see if you know any of the answers. So you could think about some of the questions that you know, and then see if other people know as well. That's one. Let's see. Oh, this one's nice. And this goes back to one of the things we were looking at a few weeks ago. This is race for a rainbow. Really nice one. It says, race friends to find colours in nature. So you could just point them out, or you could take a piece of paper with you and you could have all the colours written down and see who can tick off what they can find first. So if you're able to have a socially distanced meetup with some friends in the park, that might be a nice one to do with others. So brilliant. Love that one. Let's see. Got a few more to take us up to next week. This is what I did this week. It says, read a wild book. Find a book about wild creatures and read outside. So any of those stories that we've been having, you could go with your family, sit in the park and have a nice nature story outside. And I should have said that this book is by P.D. Eastman, and it was published by Random House. So many books I could just sit and take and read outside, and it's so lovely to when you read outside and you've got different sounds that you can listen out for as well. If you've got a bird in your story, if you could hear a bird, that would make it all the more real, all the more magical. Two more. Oh, spread wildflowers, scatter native seeds to bring a grassy patch to wildlife. Okay, so if you've got an area near you that you think it would be good and safe to have some wildflowers on, just down the road from me, so on my street, there's not that many trees, but there are some big planters that people have put out. and they've been sprinkling them with wildflowers to see what pops up. I love walking past there. It's really nice to see. I'm going to go and water them after this as well, because they can do with some water. So that's a really nice idea, something to do. And the last one to take us through until I see you again next Monday is, this one I definitely like. Search for mini wildness. So lichens, forests of moss, and flowers in pavements. So you don't have to be out in a park or have a big garden or go to an amazing woodland to find nature. Just you step outside, just look in the cracks in the pavements and see what tiny little sprigs of wildlife are poking through. And that's where you find, on pavements is where you find the best wildlife. That's where I spotted my Birch Saw Fly larvae. It's also another good one. It was last year, and I found a toad that was just walking along the pavement, and I followed him, and he was crawling along and walked all the way to the park. So yeah, you really do find great wildlife just on the pavement. So there's some ideas of things that you could do. Please do, if you try and make a nest, please do send me your nests to see how they go, because there's some really, if you spent a little bit of time on there, it'd be a really nice activity to do as a family, and helping each other, adding bits in. I'm just going to see if I've got. There's another photo I was going to show you if it's come through, and it's a beautiful. Well, there was a few beautiful ones to show you here. I'm just looking. Chat amongst yourselves. This one here. So this. If I hold it back there, you can see a bit better. So this is a really lovely snail, and Snail and the Whale, that Edie made. And can you see they've gone from shiny, I think it may be biscuit bar wrappers on the bottom. It's all shiny, so it's like because like the bottom of a snail, the body is all slimy and shiny with its slime, and then beautiful orange shell. A really, really nice one there. Lovely. I love that one a lot. And then Edie made another one. She loves doing crafts. So let me see that one. Look at that. There's not only a beautiful snail in there, but there's a fantastic Edie. Good job. Well done. So we just need to sing our Nature Tots Forest School song now. So I don't know about you, but I've popped outside today and it's definitely sunny, and I cannot see a single cloud in the sky. Today would not be a good day to do cloud watching. I'm just reading the things from Tamsin saying, yes, it is. Wonderful illustrations and amazing poetry. We learnt a lot of vocab as well. For example, murmurations of starlings. It is. It's a really good book to have and share with people of all ages, and you like families, and lots of really good words that you don't hear as much anymore, and it's really good to keep these words alive, all nature words. I use it. Both me and Tamsin have been having a great time these last few weeks learning about sawflies. It's brilliant. And I bet you're passing all that knowledge on to Joshua and Malachi and Njinga, Idrissa and Aminata as well, which is brilliant. So our song, I think, Sunny, yes, and should we say blue? It's such a lovely blue sky outside. Well, it is where I am. I hope it is where you are as well. And be thinking when we do the song for the third time, how would you like to sing it? Fast, slow, normal, happy, sad, like a leopard, like a snail, all sorts of different ways that you could sing it. So let me see, I've got, I think it's all of these leaves and things here that's making me have an itchy nose. Right, we're going back to good pro school basics with twigs. They make a great sound. Oh, I think that's something I'm going to do one day in nature, just find what sounds I can make. I've got a drum kit here. I like it. Right then. Sunny and blue. Blue and sunny. Blue and sunny day. Okay, blue and sunny. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we are at Forest School, Forest School, Forest School. Here we are at Forest School on a blue and sunny day. Yeah. Right. Shall we do slow now? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we are at Forest School, Forest School, Forest School. Here we are at Forest School, a blue and sunny day. Like that one? And I don't have much rhythm, I'm sorry. I can do fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we are at Forest School, Forest School, Forest School. Here we are at blue and sunny day. Nearly forgot the words. Fantastic. So if you want to tell me on the chat how you would like to do it one more time, and whilst you do, I'm just going to move. Oh, I've got a seat cushion now, and I'm still sat on the floor. It's hard to move around. Just tell you as well, if you have any anything that you'd like to share on social media, then please do. I'll put this information in the bottom. Thank you to people who've made a donation to London Wildlife Trust to help us at this time. Most of our activities still aren't operating as normal, so we're losing lots of money. So any donations that people can make do help us a lot. Woodbury Wetlands at the moment, we have an appeal to help us to reopen Woodbury because a lot of different activities that go on there raise money for the reserve. So whilst we're not able to do those activities, we're losing more money. If you'd like to make a donation specifically for Woodbury, then if you go onto our website and there's a way to donate there, and the money you donate will go just solely towards Woodbury Wetlands. So any that you can donate would be very much welcome, and thank you very much. There is a link in the description as well of how to donate. So Andrew has chosen our last one, and he's gone for very, very, very fast. Oh, you're testing me now. Okay, last one. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we are. So fast that you probably didn't hear me saying the words really carefully and clearly there. It was just so fast. Thank you very much. Thank you for Andrew for suggesting that one. I did enjoy it, but I think bits from here are going up my nose a little bit. So thank you. It was lovely to see you all, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And have a fantastic day. Have a great day in the sunshine. I hope wherever you are, the sun is shining, and even if it's not, still go outside and enjoy nature. And the nests. I'm going to try and make a nest and share it with you next week. So thank you very much. Thank you, Tamsin. Enjoy your week as well. Have a great time, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.